What is going on, everybody? It's Lips again here for another edition of Stock Up, Stock Down. We are already in week 3 of this NHL season as it is just flying by. For those who don't know, every week we take one team from the East, one team from the West, and we see whose stock is going up and whose stock is going down. So this week, we're going to start off with the West, and we're going to go positive for a change. We're going to go stock up. So, who's doing well in the West? Well, there's a lot of teams playing really well, but the Utah Mammoth, or I got to single them out. They're 7-2 right now, and they look fantastic. Their offense, their forward group, really looks solid. They their top six is really as good as anyone. Logan Cooley, Schmaltz, JJ Peterka, just to name a few guys, are really clicking offensively. They can hang in with anybody. They have some veteran experience on that blue line with Shergachev. You got Nate Schmidt, both guys who've been there, done that, have won Stanley Cups. Utah really looks like they're going to turn a quarter, and if they keep this up, they're for sure going to be in the playoffs. And maybe they're a move or two away in the deadline from really being a true Stanley Cup contender. So their stock is certainly rising. And in the East, stock rising. We're going to go with the New Jersey Devils. There's a lot of teams I could have picked for the East. Carolina's playing well. I do want to put an honorable mention to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is a team that I thought would have been in the basement of the Metro, either 7th or 8th. They are playing fantastic. Dan Muse, rookie head coach, is doing great. Malkin and Crosby look like they've aged 10 years backwards. They look fantastic. We'll see if they can keep it up, but Pittsburgh gets an honorable mention. But New Jersey is the real team that is on the rise. They're the stock up team right now. They've won 7 in a row, and they look fantastic. They're big guys doing it. You got Hughes, you got Mercer, you got Heischer, Timo Meyer. All those guys are doing their thing. But the biggest thing that is helping New Jersey is right now their goaltending. They've During this 7-game winning streak, they've had 3 different goaltenders start. Every single one of them has won. So even with injuries, doesn't seem to matter. They're getting stellar play from goaltending. Of course, that has a lot to do with their defense. Their defense is doing very well as well. But New Jersey's 7-game winning streak, it's hard not to deny that they're one of the best teams right now in the East. Their stock is rising. We'll see if they can keep it going. New Jersey's biggest issue has always been health. So let's see if they can stay healthy. Stock down. So who's stock down? Well, 2 teams that honestly it hurts me to say. So first, we're going to go in the West, the Dallas Stars. The Dallas Stars stock is down. They have not been playing well. They were my Stanley Cup champion going into this year. I liked their roster. I thought they had the most well-rounded roster. I know the Central is loaded. So many good teams in the Central. You got Colorado, Winnipeg, Utah, we just talked about, and Dallas. I thought Dallas was one of the best. I thought they had the most well-rounded defense, the most well-rounded group of forwards, and goaltending. But their biggest issue is in their offense. Their forwards are kind of doing their thing. Their star players are really playing well. Their goaltending. Both their goalies right now, sub 900 save percentage. That's just not going to get it done. That's just not going to be good enough. And they need, especially Ottinger, who's kind of relied on as one of the better goalies in this league. I think everyone would agree would be a top 10 goaltender. Sub 900% save percentage is not going to cut it. He's just got to get better. Plain and simple. Stock down in the East, well, it's the New York Rangers. If you haven't figured it out now, the New York Rangers are truly struggling. They won 2 of their first 3. They were 2-1. They're right now 3-4-1, and not just the way they're losing is just not very good. They have 2 blowout victories out of their 3 victories, and then every other game they have played has been a close game that they've managed to lose. They've lost 2 overtime games. They've lost a couple of games where they gave up an empty net goal late. But out of all, 6 of their losses? All 6 of their losses have been a 1-goal game within 2 minutes left. Either the goalie gets pulled and they get scored on, or they just can't figure it out. They've only won one close game against Montreal, and that was an impressive victory. But right now, when their offense, they first 4 games at home, they only scored 1 goal. That's dreadful. And then they finally score 5 goals against the San Jose Sharks, and they give up 6. Shesterkin had a bad night. So they need to figure it out. Their top 6 is in shambles. They got guys like Radish and Parsonen who have 6 goals together. They're outscoring JT Miller, Panarin, Lafreniere. They have 6 goals. Those other 3 guys have 3. So not going to be good enough. So Rangers need to turn it around real quick because a lot of good teams in the East, and they're going to fall to the basement real quick. So that'll do it for Stock Up, Stock Down this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to catch me every Wednesday night at 8:30. I am on the Instigators Hockey Show, the most controversial talking show in all the hockey. You like to see me, Kotze, Ricky, Paulie. We all put on a great show. Really check it out. All right, guys. I'll see you next week.